Hey, this is Eric from the African Homestead. I am on a day trip up country in an area called Bombay County, and I just wanted to show you real quick how delicate topsoil is here in the tropics. And so I'm going to dig a little bit of a sample here. I'll turn the camera around and show you what the vegetation looks like. And then I want to show you another example that is the result of slash and burn type farming. So as you can see, this area is very heavily vegetated, very lush, and it probably was farmed in the last, say, 5 years or so, just judging on the height of the bush here. But it has started recovering from that. So I just wanted to dig up a little bit of soil here to show you what it looks like. You can see we have some leaves here. Looks like we have some rocks in here. But I want you to take a look at the color. Okay, so you can see it's a little bit pliable, has a little bit of moisture in it, has some roots, some dead material, some of this. So just wanted to give you an idea what this soil looks like. It is definitely holding its shape, even though it's fairly dry. We haven't had rain here at least for a few days. And so let me take you over to the area that had been slashed and burned recently. Now I've moved about 15 feet from where I was just standing. You can see behind me, this is an area that was recently cut back and burned. So as you can see, everything is exposed. There is no vegetation, no organic material left on the ground, with the exception of the roots from these plants that were killed. And so with this, we can dig it up. And even in this short amount of time, you can just see it's losing its structure, it's lost its life, and it's just dead earth now. And so this is going to be good for about 1 to 2 seasons, 1 to 2 years of farming, and then it's just going to be let go. And in a few years, it's going to look like this, and it's going to start recovering naturally. But that takes years and years to replace all this topsoil, because we're at the beginning of the rainy season now, and this is a hillside. And so all of the topsoil that's remaining will wash down this hillside into the swamp below. And all the life, the beneficial microbiology in the soil has been killed. And so it's dead. It has leftover remnants that will supply, 1 season of farm, and after that it's pretty much done, and it's just going to be let to grow back up into bush. And about the time it recovers, then most likely someone will come through and slash and burn it again, use it for 1 year. Now this type of farming has been practiced here in Liberia for generations and generations, and so this practice is something that has proved successful in a way. When they slash and burn, it kills the pests, it kills the weeds, it provides 1, maybe 2 growing seasons. But because of the population of Liberia versus the amount of open land there is in the country, it hasn't proven to be a problem, because there's always more land to go to that is fertile, that can be cut down and burned. And it's something that's very deeply rooted here culturally. And so this is where I see a great opportunity for permaculture. Some practices that will restore the land, regenerate the land, provide permanent food forests, permanent food structures with perennial type food crops, and in places be able to have annual crops. But it's a fantastic opportunity here. And as things grow here, it actually, I believe, will be a good fit for the culture, farming culture in Liberia. Also, this type of farming is very, very labor intensive. To cut all this bush down, to burn it, to plant it, to manage it is very labor intensive. And so the idea of permaculture and having perennial fruits, perennial vegetables, perennial nuts, perennial citrus, all of that will cut down on labor and maintenance, and provide very healthy, nutrient-dense foods, and also be able to provide food for livestock, different types of livestock, and at the same time not destroy the land where you're growing the food. And behind me you see a small building that's housing some pigs, and I'll cut in some video here to show these pigs. When I took a look at them, they look like they're starving to death. I've never seen a pig so thin. And I asked the people, so what's wrong? Are they sick? And they're like, no, they're not sick. We just don't have any food. And they have, in a way, bought into this lie that food has to be purchased. It has to be commercial feed in a bag. It has to be, grains in bulk. But I'm surrounded by lush wilderness and forests and bush and food sources for the pigs. And yet they are down this hill starving. And so I think there is a great opportunity too within permaculture. That's what I love about the permaculture design system, is it's not just looking at farms or gardens, it's looking at the whole cycle of providing food for the animals, and animals provide food for the compost pit or for the garden and fertilizer, and you close that loop. And so I think there's a great opportunity here to look at what are the alternate food sources for the livestock that we have here in Liberia, and be able to educate people, not in a way of telling them what to do it, but actually demonstrating how to do it. And that's one of the things that I'm really looking forward to with setting up this model farm, is being able to show this is what works. And you don't have to take the risk. I'm taking the risk. I'm trying everything. It's trial and error and successes and failures. But at the end of the day, we learn how to do it. And we learn how to make it work here in Liberia, here in the tropics. And the people will benefit. They'll benefit from nutrient-dense meats, nutrient-dense vegetables and foods, and to improve their health, to improve their livelihoods. And that's really important here. That it's just a great opportunity and a great need, and it's something that we want to partner with Liberians in doing that. And I'm here for who knows how long, but the fact is I want to pass on everything I can. I want to learn from Liberians everything I can, and everyone should benefit from this process. Thanks for joining me today on this hopefully quick video, and I'd love to hear your feedback, especially if you have experience in permaculture, or if you have experience with working in the tropics on farms with livestock or in agriculture. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye-bye.